In the heart of the bustling town of Willowbrook stood a humble bakery known as the Golden Crust. It was a place where the scent of freshly baked bread danced through the air, drawing in villagers from far and wide. The bakery was run by two sisters, Mia and Tessa, whose contrasting personalities made them both a perfect team and a source of constant amusement for the townsfolk. Mia, the elder sister, was the embodiment of diligence. With flour-dusted hands and a heart full of kindness, she poured her soul into every loaf. She believed that the secret ingredient to perfect bread was love and care. Tessa, on the other hand, was spirited and adventurous. While Mia kneaded dough, Tessa dreamed of distant lands and grand adventures. Yet, despite their differences, the sisters shared a deep bond and a mutual respect for each other's strengths. One crisp autumn morning, as the golden leaves fluttered outside, an elderly woman entered the bakery. Her clothes were tattered, and her eyes sparkled with a mysterious gleam. She approached Mia, who was arranging freshly baked baguettes on the counter. "Dear child," the woman began, her voice soft yet firm, "I am hungry and weary. Might you spare a loaf of bread for an old soul?" Mia, ever compassionate, nodded and handed the woman a warm loaf. "May this bring you comfort," she said with a gentle smile. The woman accepted the bread with a nod of gratitude. "You have a kind heart," she remarked. "But kindness alone does not always fill the belly. Allow me to offer you something in return." Before Mia could protest, the woman placed a small, golden loaf on the counter. "This is a special loaf," she explained. "It will grant you a wish, but only if your heart is pure and your intentions true." With that, the woman vanished as mysteriously as she had appeared. Mia stared at the golden loaf, her mind racing. She had heard tales of magical items, but she had never believed them to be true. Yet, here it was before her, shimmering in the morning light. Tessa, who had been listening from the back room, entered and gasped. "What is that?" she asked, her eyes wide with curiosity. "It's a gift," Mia replied, her voice tinged with wonder. "A magical loaf that grants wishes." Tessa's eyes sparkled with excitement. "A wish, you say? Well, I know exactly what I would wish for." Mia held up a hand to stop her. "We must be careful. The woman said the wish would only be granted if our hearts are pure and our intentions true." Tessa waved off her sister's concerns. "Oh, Mia, don't be so serious. It's just a loaf of bread. What harm could it do?" Without waiting for a response, Tessa picked up the golden loaf and made her wish aloud. "I wish for our bakery to become the most famous in the land, with customers lining up from dawn to dusk." The moment the words left her lips, the bakery seemed to shimmer. The scent of freshly baked bread intensified, and the sound of footsteps approaching grew louder. Mia's eyes widened in alarm. "Tessa, what have you done?" But it was too late. The door swung open, and a crowd of villagers poured in, all eager to taste the legendary bread. The sisters worked tirelessly, baking loaf after loaf, their hands moving in a blur. Yet, as the day wore on, Mia began to notice something unsettling. The bread, though delicious, lacked the warmth and love it once had. As night fell, the crowd finally dispersed, leaving behind a mountain of empty baskets and a lingering sense of unease. Sitting amidst the remnants of the day's chaos, Mia turned to her sister. "Tessa, the bread, it's not the same. We've lost the essence of what made it special." Tessa looked around, her face pale. "I didn't mean for this to happen. I thought the wish would bring us joy, not emptiness." Mia placed a comforting hand on her sister's shoulder. "It's not too late. We can make things right." The next morning, the sisters decided to undo the wish. They returned the golden loaf to the spot where the old woman had stood and apologized for their greed and haste. As they spoke, the air shimmered once more, and the elderly woman reappeared. "You have learned a valuable lesson," she said, her voice warm with approval. "True success comes not from fame or fortune, but from love, care, and sincerity." With a smile, she took the golden loaf and vanished, leaving behind a sense of peace. From that day forward, Mia and Tessa baked with renewed purpose. They focused on quality over quantity, ensuring each loaf was made with love and care. The bakery flourished, not because of fame, but because of the genuine warmth they shared with their customers. And so, the tale of the Baker sisters and the Golden Loaf became a cherished story in Willowbrook, reminding all who heard it that the true magic lies not in wishes granted, but in hearts that are kind and intentions that are pure.